When you meet people who seem way too excited to meet you, even if it makes no sense to you, you might want to pause. A lot of people have these hierarchies in their mind, and if they feel like someone may be a little more popular than them or a little further along, a little more successful, they'll put them up here. They treat some people like they're even more than human. But the converse is when they feel like somebody isn't as popular as them, those same type of people will treat that person like they're less than human. And you'll see it in the way that some cats will tip people, or the way they treat service workers, or talk condescendingly to people who they feel aren't on their level. And a lot of us, we don't have levels like that. You'll know certain cats because you'll find yourself constantly trying to show them or demonstrate to them that you're down to earth. Now, they might have started off as, like I said, they don't know you, they become an acquaintance, but when you start to befriend people, you have to be careful. With some people, what they like least about you is the fact that you seem to like them more than they like themselves. I know it's twisted logic, but it's like if you value them here and they value themselves here, then eventually they start disrespecting you because you value something more than they do. I know it seems odd, but I've seen it in life. I wish someone had pulled my car earlier. A friend of mine told me a while ago that a problem that I've had throughout life is trying to befriend people who would have been just satisfied being an acquaintance. When you try to approach people at a level higher than their own self-concept, you can find yourself sooner or later becoming disrespected by them same people. Even out here, I know a cat who's locally popular versus another guy who's just known all around the world. And the guy that's known all around the world has contacted me about the other person because he befriended him, and before long, he was being disrespected by him. And not just being disrespected on a face-to-face basis, but being disrespected like in public and being disrespected on social media. And he didn't understand it because not too long ago, the guy was even happy just to know him. But that's the way it works. When people don't feel comfortable around you and you start noticing they got that whole hierarchical thinking where they have some people up here and some people down here, people like that, unfortunately, you may eventually find yourself being disrespected. And the fact that they were so excited in the beginning, that might have been your first warning. We don't show up as anything other than ourselves. Don't put ourselves on a pedestal. Always approach people normally, and yet and still you have to be mindful to pick your friends with a greater degree of scrutiny than that with which you choose your acquaintances. And if someone starts to seem uncomfortable and too uncomfortable to the point that you got to prove that you're normal as you get closer to that person, then that might be your warning. Maybe, perhaps you don't want to get too close because you might get got, as in unexpectedly, frequently disrespected. Peace.